Jungkook wiped away the blood from his knuckles as he stepped out of his sleek black car. The mission had been dangerous and brutal, but he couldn't afford to show weakness. He glanced at his wristwatch, noting it was late, and hurried home. His mind drifted to Yan, his younger sister, hoping she is already asleep. As the guards opened the door for him, the soft glow of living room lights greeted him. He stepped inside slowly and removed his black jacket, dropping it on the couch. Is she sleeping? He asked coldly to the house helper standing nearby with a glass of water for him as he rolled his sleeves upwards, revealing his tattoos. No, I am here. He looked around to find the owner of the voice, and then he saw her head peeking out of the kitchen. His hardened expressions softened instantly. Ryan, wow, Oppa, you are home, she exclaimed, running to hug him, and Jungkook knelt to hug her back, his large frame enveloping her. Jungkook, what are you doing up so late, princess? You should be in bed, he said gently. Ryan pulled back her eyes, sparkling with excitement. Ryan, I made something for you, she said, leading him into the kitchen where a simple yet carefully prepared dinner awaited. I wanted to surprise you. Jungkook's heart swelled with pride and affection. Jungkook, this looks amazing, sweetheart. Thank you, he said, ruffling her hairs. But you shouldn't have done it. Ryan, keep cool, Oppa. They were with me the whole time, she said, pointing towards the house helpers, making Jungkook chuckle a little. Jungkook, I will go and take quick bath, then we can have dinner together, okay? Ryan nodded enthusiastically, barely holding her excitement back. As Jungkook went to his room and took a shower, Ryan also washed her hands while the house helpers placed the dinner on the dining table. Jungkook came downstairs and saw Ryan already seated on one of the chairs, waiting for him to join. He also sat down to eat, savoring the rare moment of peace in his chaotic life. Ryan, Eunha only came today, she spoke, gaining Jungkook's attention. Jungkook, Eunha? Ryan, yes, she wanted to check on me. She even bought me lots of snacks. We made lunch together and played a lot. She is the best, Ryan exclaimed with a wide smile on her face. Jungkook, you both got along really well. That's great. I will ask her to come over often then. Ryan, oh, that would be lots of fun, Oppa. She had some urgent work, so she left early, or she would stay for a night. Jungkook, it's okay. Duty calls sometimes. Ryan, you were not picking up her calls too. She asked me to tell you. Jungkook, call? I didn't get any call from her, he asked as he pulled out his phone to check any missed call from his girlfriend. Jungkook, oh, I was using my burner cell phone for the mission. I think she forgot. Silence fell between them, stretching long before Ryan spoke, breaking it. Ryan, oh, Oppa, I almost forgot to tell you we had a science project today at school, and guess what? Her eyes sparkled with excitement. Jungkook, what happened? He asked, leaning in with genuine interest. Ryan, I got the first place. The teacher said my volcano model was the best. She beamed with pride, her excitement contagious. Jungkook, that's amazing, sweetheart. I'm proud of you, he said, his face lighting up with a smile. He reached out to ruffle her hairs affectionately. I knew you were the smartest. Ryan, thank you, Oppa. I worked really hard on it. I even stayed up a few nights to make it perfect. Despite his dangerous life as a mafia, moments like this with his little sister made everything worth it. Having their parents died when Ryan was only 5 years old and he was 22, he had taken it upon himself to always take care of her, no matter what life brought upon them. 7 years now have passed, and she has become the only light to his dark world. Then she looked up at him, a bit more serious. Ryan, do you have to go out again tonight for any mission, or can we watch a movie together? Jungkook, no, I am done with my work. Let's pick a movie and have a fun night in. Ryan's face lit up with joy, and they moved to their home theater after completing their dinner, choosing a movie from their collection. Jungkook cherished these moments of normalcy as they both settled on the beds, with Ryan cuddling up next to him and started the movie. The next day, after ensuring Ryan was off to school safely, Jungkook called Eunha. It rang a few times before she picked up. Eunha, so you finally remembered me? Jungkook chuckled before he sat on the couch comfortably and replied, Jungkook, I was on a mission and I told you I will be using my burner cell phone till I complete my work. I think you forgot. Eunha, fine. Let's say I forgot, but you could have also called me. Jungkook, darling, I tried calling you many times, but the place where we were staying had a lot of network problems, so the call just wouldn't connect. He heard her sighing from the other side as she spoke. Eunha, when did you came back? Jungkook, yesterday night. I was about to give you a call, but I got too caught up with Ryan. Eunha, oh, of course, she is your sister. She comes first, and I just don't exist for you. Jungkook sighed, clearly knowing what she was trying to say. It's not the first time she was complaining like this. It always had been like this, and Jungkook was fed up, trying to clear her misunderstanding. Jungkook, Eunha, you both are equally important to me, he said softly, trying to hush her. Jungkook, Ryan always needs me because she is still young. She is just 12 years old. Do you think she can manage herself even after knowing what kind of job I do? But that doesn't mean I don't care about you. I get that, Jungkook, but sometimes it's too much. It's like you don't even want me around you. Jungkook, I understand, but I am trying my best. I want to make it cool. How about we go to amusement park tomorrow? You meet Ryan. Hisses her frustration completely visible through the phone, and he convinced it to not see her clearly. She was mad at the idea of riding Jungkook. Why? Again, Jungkook, can't we have some time alone? Jungkook still comes serious. She always had been insecure about herself, and no matter how much Jungkook tells her that he cares for her, loves for her, but she wouldn't just understand. Jungkook, we have spent time alone a lot of times. I have to go back to Seoul after 2 days, so it's the best I can do for you and Ryan too. Jungkook, and to be honest, Ryan will never be sad with the idea of you and me going out, but I can't leave her behind every time. Last time we went for shopping, Ryan stayed back at home, so she wouldn't disturb us. We went to the concert of your favorite singer, and Ryan again stayed back at home, so we both could enjoy together. Jungkook, so for once in a while, can't she join us? Yuna sighed. Fine, she can come. Jungkook, love, please just know that I care a lot about you and love you so much. And please try to understand Ryan is my only family and I can't leave her behind all the time. Jungkook, I have important work for this week, and after that we both can go out wherever you like. Although Ryan won't join us, and I will take her out on any other day, and she won't mind giving us space to spend quality time together. Okay, Jungkook, I understand. I will look forward to tomorrow. Let us go. Jungkook, thank you. I appreciate your understanding. Jungkook, I will pick you up tomorrow. Be ready, okay? Yes, love you. Bye. Jungkook, love you too. The call ended. Jungkook rubbed his forehead and had a deep breath. The following day, Ryan, Jungkook, and Yuna arrived at the amusement park. The sun was shining and the air was filled with excited chatter of families and friends enjoying their day out. Ryan's eyes sparkled with excitement as she looked around at the various rides and attractions. Papa, can we go on the Ferris wheel? She asked, eagerly pulling on Jungkook's arm. He smiled, glancing at Yuna. Jungkook, you up for it? Yuna, sure, let's go. They made their way towards the Ferris wheel. They don't often go out in the public as Jungkook have many enemies who wouldn't miss a chance to attack on his family. They always go around in private, rent a whole place for the time they want to spend there, and then return back home home with their guards safely. Today too they had bodyguards with them, but they were dressed up as a normal person, so no one could be suspicious. As they made their way towards Ferrisville, Vivian pointed out different sights from the top, her excitement infectious. Jungkook and Eunha both smiled, enjoying her enthusiasm. After the Ferris wheel, Vivian dragged them to the roller coaster ride. Jungkook held hers and Eunha's hand as they waited in line, making sure they both were safe. Vivian, that was amazing, wasn't it? She said, her face glowing after the roller coaster ride as she looked at Eunha. Eunha nodded, her expression neutral but growing slightly strained. Jungkook, where do you wanna go next? Eunha, bumper cars. The day went by, they enjoyed a lot, went on different rides, ate a lot, and finally they both were standing beside their car, waiting for Jungkook to come. He had gone to get ice cream for them. Vivian, still bubbling with excitement for day's adventure, turned to Eunha. Vivian, I can't believe we had a lot of fun today. We should have fun often. Eunha glanced at Vivian, her frustration growing further, and finally her patience snapped. She turned to Vivian, her expression darkening. Eunha, Vivian, do you have any idea how tiring this is? To pretend in front of Jungkook with a smile that I am happy whenever you join. Do you think Jungkook brings me here to babysit you? Her voice was low and sharp, her eyes narrowing. Vivian, what happened, Onni? She stuttered in clear confusion by Eunha's sudden change in tone and behavior. Eunha, you always tag along and come between me and Jungkook. It's not about me anymore, it's just about you now. Do you even realize how much you get in my way? Eunha, I can't have my time alone with Jungkook because of you. Vivian, I just wanted to spend time with you and Oppa. She whispered, her eyes welling up with tears. Eunha, spend time with us or just cling to Jungkook? You are so clingy, Vivian. You know, he never has time for me because he is always too lazy to look out for you. Her voice grew louder, attracting a few glances from the passerby. Vivian, I didn't mean to come in your room. I am sorry. Her voice was barely above a whisper, but enough for Eunha to hear. Eunha, sorry? Sorry doesn't change anything, Vivian. You are always ruining this at my night. In a fit of anger, her hand lashed out, slapping Vivian across her cheek. The slap echoed in the air. Vivian stumbled back, clutching her cheek. The people around them stopped, their eyes widening in shock. Vivian felt humiliated to be slapped this way in front of everyone, warm tears making their way down her cheeks. Eunha's eyes widened as she looked at her hand in shock and then at Vivian. In anger, she didn't realize what she was doing, and before she could say anything, Jungkook returned back with ice creams, his expression turning from pleasant to furious as he saw Vivian holding her cheeks and Eunha's raised hand. Jungkook, what the hell is going on here? He demanded, his eyes blazing with anger. Eunha tried to give an explanation, but she fumbled on her words due to fear and panic. Jungkook, Eunha, I am asking something. He looked dead into her eyes, and realization came upon her that Jungkook is sweet only if the people are behaving themselves. But if they have crossed the line and go against his family, he can be angry. Eunha, she tried to be first. I was just saving myself, Jungkook. She lied, making Vivian feel with shock just as the people around them, knowing her lies very well. But the look in Jungkook's eyes told her that her excuse had failed miserably. Jungkook, I know Vivian better than anyone. She can tolerate someone, and that too without any valid reason. Meanwhile, you are insecure of Vivian. Jungkook, did you slap her? He set the ice creams aside and turned to Vivian, caressing her cheeks and wiped off her tears softly. Eunha, I don't like repeating myself. Give me a damn answer. Eunha nodded frantically, her frame trembling in fear, and tears streamed down her cheeks, unable to take his glare. Jungkook then turned to Vivian and cupped her cheeks, looking down at her. Jungkook, what happened here? Vivian explained everything, and Jungkook's eyes glanced in rage. Eunha, didn't I tell you Vivian is not getting between us? She is my sister, for God's sake. Can't you be a little understanding? Jungkook, she barely tag along with us, and whenever she comes along with us, you always seem to have a problem. Eunha looked at him, this time her face furious with anger as she spoke. Eunha, look now, he is going against me because of you. How dare you? She tried to attack at YN again, but Jungkook held her both hands in his, her strength fall weak in front of him. He signed his bodyguards to escort all people out of there. Jungkook, this is sick, Eunha. Step back. He let go of her hands and she stumbled back. Eunha, why are you listening to her? I am your girlfriend, Jungkook. Jungkook, not anymore. Eunha, what? Her eyebrows crooked in confusion. What do you mean? Jungkook, I am breaking up with you this instant. I explained to you millions of times before that YN is young. I have to be with her most of the time. I know we are in a relationship, but I also gave you plenty of my time that you never know. Jungkook, we went out on dates alone, went to shopping alone. I even went with you to Paris last month, leaving YN back for a whole damn week. Did you forget it? He yelled, his voice loud and clear. Eunha stepped back in fear. Eunha, no, you can't do that. Jungkook, I can't. I can't be in a relationship with someone who can't respect my work, my time, my efforts, my love, and my only family member. A driver will drop you at home. It's late. He then turned to look at YN as he carried her effortlessly in his arms, walking towards the back seat. YN struggled her face in his shoulder, seeking warmth and comfort. Eunha, Jungkook, please, you can't do that. Please, Jungkook, listen to me. Jungkook, Eunha, you slapped her and I asked you to calm me, but you tried to harm her again in front of me. This is not acceptable. You always have been demanding and never tried to see my efforts into this relationship. I can't be in a relationship like this, he said, his voice leaving no room for argument. Eunha cried, realizing her mistake as Jungkook sat on the back seat with YN on his lap and the driver drove off. Eunha screamed, but Jungkook had made his decision. He won't stay in a relationship where his love and efforts are not seen. He caressed YN's red cheeks, making her wings in pain because of the mark that had left there due to Eunha's ring. Jungkook, I am sorry, princess, you had to go through this because of me. YN, it's okay, that's not your mistake. I should be the one to say sorry. You had to break up with her because of me.